All right, good morning, guys. So we're not getting started just yet on the Camaro this morning. We are running up north of where we're at. I got a guy that come in that is a longtime subscriber and has a couple 57 Nomads. And if you remember a few videos back, I went over some Nomads that were on a trailer out here that a buddy of mine brought back from Florida. It's both those cars. So this guy has a killer Tri-5 collection, and we're going to go up, see which of the cars is best to build. He wanted to build both, but I think he's going to do one and sell the other, but we'll see. Anyway, he's got a crazy cool collection, and if he lets us film, hopefully he will, and I'll take you guys along with us and show you his shop and all his cool. Looks like he's got, I think, some 57s, and I'm not sure about 5s and 6s, so we'll see when we get there. So hopefully in the next clip here, we'll already be there and be transitioning into his shop. All right, guys, we made it into his shop, and he's kind enough to let us film and show some of his collection. So didn't want to be rude, so when we got here, we kind of looked around. We went ahead and checked out the Nomad and went over which car is the best candidate to build. And I think it's the one we got in here, which we'll show you a little bit more of an in-depth video on here in just a second, but figure we go ahead and film some of these. And this car he just finished restoration on very recently. And this is personally my favorite color for the 57s. As you can tell, it's a beautiful car. Everything, I think new bumpers, new inserts. I think a lot of this is original stainless that he's reworked and polished. And then here's his two-door hardtop, which is a really good color combo. The nice light yellow with the white top. This car is really pretty. And then here is the Nomad, which if you guys watched a few videos back, I filmed a couple Nomads on a trailer that a friend of mine hauled back, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Both of these are it, which is actually kind of weird full circle. Now we get to build this car. So we're going to be doing all the sheet metal repair. And then he's got a body shop that specializes in Tri-5s that are going to do the paint and body on this thing. So here's a little bit better look at this car. I know when I showed it on the trailer, we kind of went over it. But someone welded some quarters on it, and they kind of, I don't know how they flanged and did this together, but, not ideal. And as you can see how much Bondo was in this thing to make it straight. I mean, that's easily 1/8 of an inch right here and probably 1/4 of an inch back in here. But overall, this car is in really good shape. He is going to get a new tailgate, and we are doing new floors from front to back and inner wheel tubs like we did in the 55. But overall, this car is in pretty dang good shape. And we'll show you the floor in here too, which is actually impressive. And we will be doing full floor rockers as well. But as you can tell, it's actually really solid. So this one ought to be really neat. So we'll probably look to see this on the channel probably end of this year, early next year. So we basically came over to see what sheet metal needed to be ordered. That way we have all the parts ahead of time, because as you guys well know, it's a pain in the butt to get parts right now. So we're gonna have everything done ahead of time. He's got all the stainless for this car as well. And then that way when this thing comes in, we're ready to hit the ground running, doing all the sheet metal work, getting the full floor in it, the rockers and quarters as well. And then after that, like I said, he'll be able to kind of take it and have the thing body worked and painted and And then obviously when it's done, we'll get to see it and hopefully show it on the channel. So, and the last one we're going to show you here is probably my favorite because I love wagons. But he's got an original New Mexico car. I think it's had one respray in the 80s, and we'll go show it real quick. It's a really cool car.
There's one left in here.
He went through and had the original 265 rebuilt and added a 4-barrel and power brakes as well. And I believe this has a 700 R4 because he said he has actually driven this back and forth to Arizona a couple different times. So, yeah, it's a really solid original car. Wait till I show you underneath of this thing. Yeah, get a load of this. Look at those original rockers. Look at that. Look at the underneath side of this thing. Had a little patch put in right here and on the other side, and that was the only rust. But your body mounts are in great shape. Floors in fantastic shape for being original. But anyway, yeah, that'll probably do it for our little trip here. We pretty much got all the info we needed, got to see that Nomad up on the lift, really went over it. And what's another pretty cool thing, it looks like it was hot rodded at one time, and it's got a P-code rear end, so that's pretty neat in and of itself. But anyway, we're probably gonna get heading back to the shop here now that we looked this stuff over and got to see his collection as well as the car we're gonna be doing sheet metal work on. And then guys, we're gonna have him talk about these a little bit. That way, since obviously they're not my cars, I can't really tell you a whole heck of a lot about them. So,
Okay, well thanks Ryan. This is our 56 Chevy 210. It's a 9-passenger, which they didn't make a lot of these cars. It's a factory air car. We got it out of New Mexico a few years ago. We did have to redo the interior, but otherwise we really haven't done a whole lot to this car. Exception of rebuilding the engine, putting an overdrive transmission into it. But it's a unique car from the standpoint that it's a 9-passenger and drive it all over the place, and it's one of those perfect cars. We don't care if we get paint chips because it's just a daily driver, if you will.
yep, that's what makes it fun too.
That's what makes it fun. We did throw a little bit of dynamite into the car. Just a little bit.
And then we'll go inside here and we'll check some of these out. That way you guys can learn a little bit more about them, more than what I said.
This is our 2-door, the yellow one here is the 2-door Sport Coupe, which is, this one's a little bit of a mild resto mod. So there's a 355 small block Chevy engine in this, and it has a 700 R4 transmission. It does have a custom interior, and I have some family members that have been in here waiting to go for a ride for a while, if you'll notice.
They've been waiting a while.
They've been waiting a while.
And then this one's probably personally probably my second favorite, but mainly just because of the color.
So this is my wife's 4-door sports sedan. So over here we have the sports coupe. This is the sports sedan. It's a 4-door hardtop. And first year this was 56. This is a 57. Color's dusk pearl and India ivory. And it has a black and silver interior. We did do an original 283 power pack rebuild on the engine. And
which, as you can tell, is awesome. And it's got the power steering.
power steering, power brakes.
Yeah, power steering, power brakes. So it's definitely got the fixings on this
All
one.
original frame.
And you said this one's still a power glide, correct? For now?
This is still a power glide for now.
Okay.
That's correct. Okay. We're going to talk plan project here.
Yeah. Then we can let them know what color combo this one is and kind of your plans with it.
So our plan project here is this 57 Nomad. They only build about 6,200 of these Nomads. This one is Adobe beige and Sierra gold is the color combination. So the top would be the beige and the bottom would be the gold. Some of the
Which,
gold
yeah, you can
still back here.
kind of still see it
Still
right
around
in here.
Yep. Seats, seat colors are here. These are original seat
Oh yeah,
colors.
here's your original seats.
Yep.
That's your color combo on the seats. You can see it down here. That's actually in good shape for an original seat.
I thought it was pretty good shape. Yep. So, but I've took me 3 years to do the Porter hardtop. My plan is about 3 years on this car as well. So that's basically the plan, and enjoyed having Ryan and Jason up here talking to me and
Yeah,
coming up with a project plan.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us out, and we'll, like I said, we'll have this on the channel probably what we were thinking end of this year, beginning of next year time frame.
Yep.
So, yeah, so that'll probably do it for our little trip up here, and we appreciate them let us look around and look forward to seeing this thing on the channel. So that ought to be pretty neat. So anyway, let's get back to the shop and we'll get working on the Camaro. And before I forget, guys, here's the other one. We went over this one, but the roof is a little rough on this one. You can see it here. It's oil canning real bad, and it's got a little rust starting in the A-pillars. But overall, this is a really good candidate for building a car. Pretty dang solid. I mean, a little bit of rust there at the bottom. Tailgate shot on this one too, and it's got a little damage right here. But overall, this is a great builder. Then he's got the one-piece seamless frame we're using for his Nomad, and then that chassis will go with this car because I think this one's rusted out. This car will be for sale, so whenever he is ready, maybe I'll do a little video and have this to where if any one of you guys are interested, you can email me and I can put you in contact with him. But this one will be for sale with all the extra parts he doesn't use from that one. So anyway, that's it. Let's get going. All right, guys, we are back at the shop. Had a lot of fun getting to check out his stuff as well as look at the Nomad. We're back, ready to get started on the Camaro. As you can see, we got the engine in it. Had to pop the trans back out because there's an issue we had, which I will go over that in the next Camaro video that should be up here hopefully within a week. So we are on the final stretch on getting this thing put back together. But anyway, while we were there, he gave us a hat, and he's a part of the American Tri-5 Association, and he deals a lot with them. Used to do a lot of stuff for him. Should have had him talk about it a little bit more, but I didn't. If you guys want to check them out, there they are. You can actually get on Google, internet, whatever, and type in AmericanTri5Association.com. I do believe that's the website. I will make double sure of that and put it down in the description below, so that way you guys can check it out. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a future project and getting to see another Nomad on the channel, as well as all his other Tri-5 stuff. So anyway, we will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you then.
I need a front